Hello everyone, it's me Roshan Thakur. So we have already discussed about the theory and the formula, Venn diagram related to sets. Now we are going to solve some problems so that we can understand how we can solve the problem. So the first problem is, in a survey of 100 people, 60 like farming and 65 like civil service. Draw a Venn diagram and find the number of people who like farming as well as civil service. Also find how many people like only civil service. So in a survey of 100 people means that is called union or universal set, but here no complement, so at that time this is called A union B, or now of union C. So before starting this, we should assume, means we should denote the terms farming and civil service. यिनीहरुलाई चाहिँ डिनोट गर्नु पर्यो केले, एबीसीडी ले गर्दा पनि हुन्छ अथवा मैले चाहिँ यो प्लस सी ले गरेको छु. सो हाउ यु फिल इज यु क्यान डिनोट. सो लेट फार्मिङ इज डिनोटेड बाइ एफ एन्ड सिभिल सर्भिस बाइ सी. फार्मिङ लाई चाहिँ एफ ले डिनोट गरौ अनि सिभिल सर्भिस लाई चाहिँ सी ले डिनोट गरौ. सो एफ युनियन सी इक्वल्स टु 100. अब यसलाई युनियन युनिभर्सल सेट यु पनि भनिन्छ, बट हियर इज नो कम्प्लिमेन्ट, सो यो बेला चाहिँ एफ युनियन सी इक्वल्स टु दिस मच. नेक्स्ट इज farming. So 60 like farming means NF equals to 60. Similarly 65 like civil service, so NC should be how much? 65. Now what we are going to find out is the number of people who like farming as well as civil service. So सुरुमा यहाँ के भन्दियो, draw Venn diagram. Venn diagram बनाउने र solve गर्ने. यसलाई अल्टरनेटिभ मेथडबाट फर्मुला लगाएर पनि गर्न सकिन्छ. भेन डायग्राम बनायो अनि फर्मुलामा रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्न सकिन्छ, बट यहाँ मेन्सनै सुरुमै मेन्सन गरिसकेकोले we better do by what? Venn diagram. So at first I draw the Venn diagram here. Now football and cricket here. So let F intersection C equals to X. यसलाई लेट गर्दिनु, लेट गर्नु पर्यो. सो यो लेट and F intersection C equals to X. Now football is given here. Football means 60 छ पुरै, त्यसबाट X आइसक्यो. So we should subtract this part. जसरी हामीले पहिला पढिसकेको छ यो फर्मुला बनाउँदाखेरि. So 60 minus X. Similar way civil service. How many civil service there? 65. Out of that X already came, so we should subtract X. 65 minus X. Now finally we should represent this thing in Venn diagram. So how we can represent Venn diagram? By this way. Now we should calculate the things, or we should do calculation from Venn diagram. So this whole means, this circle one whole means union. So NF union C means this is the combination of 1, 2 and 3 things. So we should bring all these things together. So 60 minus X plus 65 minus X. Now we'll solve this. X cancel. 60 plus 65, 125 minus X. 100 means F union C1 value already given here, 100. So we should substitute here 100. Now we solve. Minus comes this way. When side change, then sign change. All of you know, when side change, then sign change. So minus X comes this way, becomes plus X, and this plus goes that way, becomes what? Minus. So 125 minus X. 125 minus X. 100 means 25. So X1 value came, and this is the value of what? People who like both farming and civil service. So hence there are 25 people who like farming and civil service. Similarly, we are going to find next, that is called find how many people like civil service, means only civil service. Only means N not. All of you know, only represents the word N not C. So N not C means, all of you know, this part is called only C. Already we learned previously, this part is called what? Only C. So only C means 65 minus X. Now already we have calculated the value of X here. Just to realize X equals to 25. So 65 minus 25. Finally what we got here? 40. So this is called what? Number of people who like only civil service. Civil service मात्रै मन पराउने people चाहिँ कति जना भयो अरे 40 जना. So this is the solution of our question. Okay, so next we have another question. It is in percentage. So next type of problem. In this, in a survey of a community, 55% of the people like to listen to the radio. भनेको 55% रेडियो मन पराउने, सुन्न मन पराउने, 65% like to watch television, 65% like चाहिँ टिभी मन पर्छ हेर्नलाई है, 35% like to listen the radio as well as watch television. 35% like चाहिँ दुईटै मन पर्ने, टिभी पनि मन पर्ने हेर्नलाई सुन्नलाई, रेडियो पनि टिभी पनि हेर्न मन पर्ने, रेडियो पनि सुन्न मन पर्ने. 35% means that is called common part, intersection. So another question that we should represent this in Venn diagram and find the percentage of the people who do not like. Do not like भनेको compliment. जब पोजिटिभ कुरो हुन्छ, नेगेटिभ कुरो आउँछ त्यसलाई हामी कम्प्लिमेन्ट भन्छौँ. So let radio is denoted by R and television by T. Radio लाई चाहिँ R ले denote गर्ने, television लाई T. So all of you must know that when there is no percentage given, at the time we should understand the total percent is always 100%. जहिले पनि total people चाहे 2 जना होस् या 1 करोड मान्छे होस्, तो सबैलाई चाहिँ के पर्सेन्टेजमा कन्भर्ट गर्दाखेरि there is what always 100%. तिनीहरु चाहिँ 100% नै काउन्ट हुन्छ क्या. त्यही भएर टोटल नम्बर इज अलवेज what considered as 100. अब यो क्वेशनमा दिएको हुँदैन, you should understand, यो कमन सेन्स लाउनु पर्यो. कमन सेन्स लाएर हामी के लेख्नु पर्यो भने n u equals to 100%. यसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ 100%. यो भन्दा अगाडि क्वेशनमा हामीले यसलाई a युनियन b लेखेको थियौं. अहिले u किन लेख्यो भने कम्प्लिमेन्ट पनि दिएको छ क्या. कम्प्लिमेन्ट दिएको केस जब कम्प्लिमेन्ट दिएको हुन्छ त्यो बेला के हुन्छ अरे युनियन नै लेख्नु पर्छ. a युनियन b र युनियन फरक हुन्छ. So we should write here nu. This is called universal set. So nu equals to 100%. Question मा चाहिँ दिएको हुँदैन यो 100%. We should understand. हामीले बुझ्नु पर्यो यो भनेको 100% हो. Next NR given छ. रेडियो मन पराउने 55%, टेलिभिजन हेर्ने 65%, दुईटै मन पराउने 35% means both. Now the first question is we should represent this in Venn diagram. Venn diagram मा represent गर्नु पर्यो. यो सबलाई हामीले के गर्नु पर्यो Venn diagram मा represent गर्नु पर्यो. So we should just represent this in what Venn diagram. So Venn diagram draw गर्ने R र T को सेपरेट छ. Now common part के छ 35 बिचमा राख्दिने. NR is given here. What is the value of NR here? 55. Out of that 35 already exists here. 35 आइसकेको छ. So we should subtract 35 from 55. यो 55 बाट 35 चाहिँ के गर्नु पर्यो भन्दाखेरि subtract गर्नु पर्छ. We should subtract while writing because the capacity of this circular Venn diagram in circle, this radio one is 55. उसको 55 capacity छ. त्यसमध्ये कति आइसक्यो त्यो चाहिँ subtract गर्नु पर्छ. Similarly, television 65 छ. Out of that 35 already exists there. 35 आइसकेको छ. We should subtract 35, 30 भयो. Similar way, total is always 100%. यो भनेको जहिले पनि 100% हुन्छ. अब 100 बाट यो टोटललाई एड गर्ने 20 plus 35 plus 30. यो सर्कल वाला पार्ट आयो भने बाहिरको पार्ट आउँछ. This outside part is called what? Complement. यो बाहिरको पार्टलाई हामी के भन्छौँ? Complement भन्छौँ. So NR union T means total 100. 100 बाट यो तीनटै subtract गरेर घटाउँदाखेरि 50% आयो. So this is the what total number of people who do not like to listen radio as well as watch television. मन नपराउने यो एउटा Venn diagram हो. अर्को फर्मुला आएर कसरी बनाउने त्यो पनि हेरौँ. So NR union T formula already we learned formula यो भन्दा अगाडिको भिडियोमा हामीले हेरिसकेका छौं, पढिसकेका छौं. So R union T complement equals to NU minus NR union T. Now NU means 100. Now R union T को formula पनि हामीले पढिसक्यो. फेरि formula लाउने NR plus NT minus NR intersection T. So we are going to substitute now the values of NR 55, values of what T 65 and 35. While solving, we'll get 15%. So in both case, we got the answer 15%. So we can do by any method. दुईटै चाहिँ नगर्नु, कुनै एउटा मेथडबाट गर्दा हुन्छ. So in this way, we just solve the next problem. Similarly, we are going to solve next problem.